Hello, everyone. It's Stephen Whiteside here from theuptrend.com, and I hope you're having a wonderful long weekend. I got a bunch of questions about gold and the gold sector over the weekend, so I thought I'd put a little presentation together. Yes, gold is incredibly overbought right now on both a weekly and a daily basis, and we had a little pullback on Friday. Nothing that happened on Friday is going to affect any long term investors at the moment. Now, on a weekly basis, we ran up to our next price target, got a few cents away from it before pulling back. That was also our next daily target. And you can see the big down day we had on Friday, but didn't take out support at the moment. So nothing's really broken. There are some sell signals right now to deal with, but not a lot. Certainly not for the price of gold itself. It is still on a daily buy signal. No change there. And no change for the GLD. It is still on a buy signal, even though it had a big pullback. Now, looking at gold stocks, the XGD did trade right down into the channel on Friday. And so, on a short term basis, there is a risk of a sell signal with a close on Tuesday below $25.18. Now, if that doesn't happen on Tuesday, that lower channel line is going to continue to rise daily. Now, looking at a weekly chart, you can see that we peaked out just about this level back in October. So we didn't get to the 2656 level this time or back in October. We failed at both times. And so this is the first day of a pullback. It doesn't mean it is a major pullback just yet. It is just the first day. But we are in an incredibly overbought condition. So don't expect that the market can continue higher without having some sort of pullback. It doesn't mean the whole market's going to break down at this point. With Trump in the presidency, there's lots of tension in the world right now, and that could certainly help the price of gold move higher. Whether gold stocks move in sync with the price of gold is not always the case. So just be aware of that. You can see the price of gold take off while investors get out of stocks, and those stocks would include gold stocks. Now, continuing to look at the XGD, and we're looking at a daily chart here. And one of the things you'll notice is when we were seeing those pullbacks last year, they were pulling back to the 50-day moving average. When things broke down, we got down to the 200-day moving average. And then at the end of the year, we actually traded below the 200-day moving average for 2 days before coming back up and then breaking through all the moving averages. Now, down at the bottom here, this shows the changes in the moon cycle. Every month, of course, you've got a full moon and a new moon. It just goes back and forth. So when there's a vacuum of news, when we go with no news that would affect the gold market, then the moon cycles often come into play. And you'll notice that around the time of a moon cycle, you often get a change in direction in the market. Doesn't happen all the time, and it's not exact because sometimes you get a change in a moon cycle on a weekend when the market isn't open. So it's always good to just anticipate that if a market's been moving in one direction for a length of time and it's fairly quiet out there, that a moon cycle can cause a market to change direction. And we had a change in a moon cycle this week. And right after that, price of gold and gold stocks started to see a pullback. So there's no guarantee that that's going to continue, but it's just something I always keep an eye on. Now, the way that I like to play this sector is using the 2X ETFs. And right now, we've got a new sell signal for the GDXU. And I'll be selling the remainder of my position in this ETF on Tuesday morning at the open. At the same time, we're still waiting for a buy signal in the Bear ETF. We were looking for a close on Friday above 2158. We got a close of 2144. So we got a little work more to do, not much, but we are not on a buy signal just yet. Now, Agnico Eagle generated a sell signal on Friday. It's had an amazing run over the last 6 weeks. Barrick, which has been a laggard, is still on a buy signal. No change there. We do have Franco-Nevada back on a sell signal as of Friday's close. For IM Gold, we needed a close below $8.99, and we closed at $8.98. So you may want to hold on to that one and see if we continue to trade lower on Tuesday. Kinross, second day of a sell signal there. No change in trend for Alamos. We need a close below 31.34. We closed at 31.58 on Friday. Then Lundin, we're back on a sell signal as of Friday's close. Back on a sell signal for New Gold on Friday. For Sandstorm, we're still on a buy signal. Things would change on Tuesday with a close below $8.92. Then looking at Wesdome, we're back on a sell signal as of Friday's close. No change for wheat and precious metals, closing at the upper channel line, so certainly no change in trend from Friday's trading action. Okay, folks, that's all for today's presentation. As you can see, we do have some individual gold stocks back on sell signals as of last week's activity. They're all short-term sell signals. The price of gold hasn't rolled over just yet. It's always important to remember that while you're buying and selling gold stocks, they're not gold themselves. So the price of gold can continue to rise while gold stocks may roll over at some point. Remember, they're not gold, they're gold stocks. So it's nice to see gold and gold stocks move in the same direction at the same time, but they don't always do that. So just be aware of that. Enjoy the rest of your long weekend. Next time you'll hear my voice is on Tuesday morning.
Thanks for tuning in until the very end of today's stock market timing educational video. If you found the content valuable, don't forget to express your support by hitting the like button, leave a comment, sharing with your friends, and subscribing to our channel for more insightful updates. Remember, in the world of stocks, timing is crucial, and following the trend can be your greatest ally. If you would like more information on how we can help you better time the stock market, please visit theyuptrend.com.